All right, there we go. All right, tonight we got how do you say your last name?
Sigala.
Sigala. All right, I was trying to make sure I didn't want to say it wrong.
Yeah, no, you good. It's
Yeah.
Jesus Sigala. Sigala.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Chihuahua, Mexico.
Chihuahua, Mexico. Where you
Yeah,
at right
but
now?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Oh, you're in Nashville right now?
Yeah, I've been here all my life, man.
Oh, cool, cool. Well, any social networks?
Just the Phantom Collection on TikTok and Instagram. That's the ones that I'm pushing right now. I also have a YouTube page, the Phantom Collection, but I just been posting like shorts on there and stuff. None
Oh,
too
just
fancy.
just videos. Your TikTok too, right?
Yeah, TikTok, the Phantom Collection, just how it is on Instagram, the Phantom Collection.
All right. So tell us a little something about yourself.
Ah, man, what can I tell you? I love artwork. I love music too, so I do music. It's something that a lot of people don't know, but yeah, man, my whole life revolves around art, pretty much, man.
Yeah, yeah. You play an instrument or you just sing?
Nah, I rap,
Oh,
so
you
I'm
rap?
just a lyricist. Yeah, I write and I rap. I
Right.
don't know how to play any instruments, not yet.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's cool then. So, how long have you been airbrushing?
I've been airbrushing for about 14 years now, since high school, like
Oh, wow.
2009. Yeah.
Yeah. So, how did you find out about airbrushing?
Man, I was trying to think of that as you asked me, because I knew you were going to ask me that, but like, I don't even know, bro. Like, I do know that my dad used to take me to like the car shows in El Paso, Texas. So I'm pretty sure I seen some airbrush murals there at some point. But as far as like me knowing what it is, I would say, like at the fairgrounds and the malls and stuff like that, I would just see people doing it. So
Yeah,
it just sparked my interest since a youngin'.
yeah. So, when you first started, what kind of airbrush did you start out with?
Man, the one that you hate the most, the Pache,
That fat sausage.
yeah.
Yeah,
I started with that one, man. It was a gift. And I just went at it with that for a while until I found out about Iwatas.
yeah.
And from there, I just pretty much been using Iwata ever since.
So that's what you pretty much use now, basically. The water.
Yeah. I started off with like the Eclipse, the Iwata Eclipse. And
Mm-hmm.
they're good guns. Nowadays, I use the Iwata Neo,
Oh, the Neo.
like the little brother to the Eclipse.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had it. I bought a Neo, but I don't think I ever used one.
Yeah. They're delicate, man. Like the nozzle on them, you gotta be real careful because it's super tiny. And other than that, though, it's a great airbrush, and I get everything I need to do with it. So, yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So, so you pretty much self-taught, or somebody taught you how to do it?
Yeah, no, self-taught. I just YouTube, I guess you could say. I would consider like my biggest mentor, even though I never met him, but Jaime Rodriguez. I
Yeah,
used to I used to watch his videos, man, day in and day out, try to do what he does.
yeah. That's a lot of. That's like the last guy. It's like I never heard of Jaime. I'm like, you're the only person I've ever heard that never heard of Jaime.
Man, I wish I could have met him. R.I.P. to Jaime.
Yeah,
But yeah, that's how I learned, man, and just trial and error. And also back in the day, I don't know if you ever seen like the Lowrider Arte magazines.
yeah, yeah.
I used to collect those, and then they'd have like little segments that'll teach you. Fonzie was on there for
Oh
the
yeah,
most
yeah.
part, and so I would just learn what I could from that, from the internet, from YouTube. Pretty much that's how I learned.
So that would kind of basic your style around right now. How your style is.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah,
like my influences is mostly like automotive guys, like Mr. Cartoon, OG Abel, Gerald Mendez, Corey
mm-hmm.
St. Clair, you know.
Yeah.
So that's why I got like that style to do, I didn't get into like t-shirt airbrushing until later.
What were you doing first?
I was just trying to do skulls and portraits and stuff like that, but
Oh,
I
so you were doing it
yeah,
on t-shirts, but you wasn't like doing
yeah,
like
and then I got into more like the lettering and like the more, like the t-shirt designs that we have now.
yeah, yeah. Is it a particular kind of paint you use?
Man, I've only used Createx, bro.
That's it?
I think so. Now that maybe like some what is that called? Golden acrylics. I may
Yeah,
use
yeah,
that
yeah.
for the most part, just Createx, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of people we start out with that, but then it started evolving, and then so like as E-Tac, you got it's a bunch
Mhm. I've been wanting to
of
try
different out
E-Tech.
there that people try to use all the time. Yeah, well, somebody probably hook up with you with this because it's a couple of Chino stencils. I think he sell it.
Yeah,
Becky Townsend, she sells it. They like wholesalers of it. Yeah. Well,
I'm
so
gonna
when
have
you
to
were
try it,
training, were
man.
you
I've
at
been
home
hearing.
training or you? Go
Excuse
ahead.
me.
No, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. You got to try it.
No, I said I've been wanting to try E-Tech or even like Jacquard. I've heard of Jacquard. I heard it's a good
Yeah,
paint
yeah,
for like shoes and stuff. Oh, and I do use Angelus for the shoes, so I run it through the airbrush. But other than that, yeah, just Createx and Wicked.
yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, probably try that because oh, the E-Tech Black is really good, man. That's the one I
Yeah,
stand by that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try it.
So when you were training yourself or practicing, you were at home or were you ever you was in the shop?
Yeah, no, at home, pretty much always. If I work at a shop, like I'm like the only artist there, so
Yeah.
it's not like somebody's training me. Like I would say 4 or 5 years into when I started, I worked for a company called Mecca Brush. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but we would just do orders online. So I just pull up, to their shop, get the work done, and they'd sell it online. But my name wasn't involved in it.
Oh
Uh,
no.
and then I worked at a tattoo shop, but again, I was like the only airbrush artist, so it's not like I'm getting mentored on the airbrushing.
So you're basically like training yourself and learning yourself and just watching other artists.
Man, Jaime Rodriguez, man, I'm telling you, he
Yeah.
he taught me how to do like those exercises and stuff, like the dots, the
Dot lines
dagger
and daggers.
strokes, all that. Yeah,
Yeah. That's one of Ed's big thing. He always talk about that's one of his questions he got on here was do you do practice your dagger strokes?
yeah, I do, man. I'm not as good as he is, but I definitely do practice them, man.
Yeah. I never did them. I never practiced daggers.
No,
I just went straight to it. That's
man.
why
I
you
mean,
probably don't see it in my work.
yeah. Nah, it's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, everybody's got their own way of doing it, like that's why I tell people all the time, there's no right or wrong way to do it. Like it's just what suits you and what you
Yeah,
can
what
work
you come
with.
up with, yeah.
Mhm.
You feel you?
Fact.
One of Ed's questions is nobody really talks about compressors. So what kind of compressor do you use?
Man, I use like what is it? A Quip All. It's like a California Air Tools like knockoff or like
Yeah.
cheaper brand. Man, I've had it for like 5 years now, and
Is it like a silent is real loud or is it
it's
low?
a quiet. It's not silent, but it is quiet. Like you could talk over it. It's not gonna interrupt you, and but it's not like a silent one. Those are real expensive.
Yeah, I wouldn't even buy one of them mugs.
Yeah, I
I got
started off with those Home
California.
Depot ones, man. Super loud. I bringing the
Yeah, that's
house
how we
down.
all start out with one of those loud ass compressors.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So like you said, so now you in a shop now?
I'm not in the shop. It's what I call a private studio. I'm just renting out a room basically, and I turned it into my studio.
Okay.
I was gonna open up a shop, but then COVID hit,
Yeah.
and so that kind of dwindled everything down. And I still want to at some point. I'm just not sure right now.
Yeah, ain't no rush, bro. You ain't in a hurry for that overhead, man. That overhead,
Yeah, man.
bro.
Facts.
It,
Yeah.
insurance, electricity, all that shit, man. You ain't in a hurry for it. So one of the other questions, the Ed questions is, so your style has a Chicano graffiti tattoo style.
Hmm.
Who's the biggest inspiration?
Mr. Cartoon,
Mr. Cartoon. Yeah, he's pretty good.
because the reason why is because he does everything. I seen him do airbrushing, tagging, tattooing. Lettering is like one of the main things that people ask from me, because I guess because it has like that tattoo flair.
Yeah,
I got that from Jaime too.
yeah,
Because he used to have like that tattoo flair and the spikes and like the add-ons and stuff and the swirls. So yeah, man. But I'd say yeah, my biggest influence, Mr. Cartoon for sure.
yeah. I used to talk to Jaime about his better styles when I used to talk to him on Instagram. I mean, on Facebook Messenger.
I was too young to even try to hit him up, man. He would be
Oh
like,
yeah.
"Who is this little kid?"
He probably would have said something. Jaime was a giving person, you know.
Yeah, I could
With
tell. I was just real shy back then, man. I didn't know. I used to get on the forums and stuff, and I try to learn as much as I can just by reading. I never made like an account, but I would read everything.
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, that's what I was saying today. I was like, man, I gotta send him a link, but he ain't on Facebook. I don't know how to send it to you, so I had to send it to Ed. Ed had to send it to you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
had a Facebook, man, but I deactivated it and forgot about it, and then I couldn't get my account back. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
probably just have to make a new one.
Yeah. I mean, it's another access for people to see you and talk to you and reach out to you. But
That was like my main source for people reaching out to me,
yeah,
actually, and then it became Instagram, and then
yeah,
TikTok. I would say recently, but yeah, I
yeah.
started off on Facebook for sure.
Yeah, that's why I think I saw you at the first time on Instagram,
Yeah.
and then some people tell me about you on TikTok. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
as popular on TikTok like y'all are, man. I'm just a Rudy poop. So what you self-taught and you taught yourself the dagger story. At what point did you raise your stand? What point did you start feeling that you was good enough to like start selling your artwork, or you were doing it from the beginning?
Man, I tell people like it took me at least 3-4 years to be able to sell anything. Not because, and I may have sold a few things, but me being comfortable with my work, it took me about 3-4 years. You know, like the older homies, they would come through and be like, "I want a whole fit," and I would do it, but I didn't like how it looked, so I never really would promote it. So I would say 3 or 4 years in, that's when I started. I'm like, all right, I got this. I could do this. You know.
Yeah, but you know what? We're our own worst critics. You know
True.
what I'm saying? So what we think look like crap, they love. It's like, oh, that look good. I'm like, man, that look like trash. I
Yeah.
don't get it. But yeah, so we're our own worst critic. So you probably was ready 3 years ago. You just didn't do it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. True. True.
Yeah.
I used to just do them for like family and close friends and stuff like that, and they would really push me, man, to just keep it going, you know,
Yeah.
straight out of high school.
Are you like do you sell mainly online? You're like an online sales?
Yeah, yeah. Right now it's mainly online, just because that's just the easiest for me right now, and I don't even have a website, bro. Like I really just Instagram, TikTok, like, or you could
Word of
just
mouth, stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah. You know, they say social media is like the digital word of mouth. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's all in the same, man. You know how it goes.
yeah. So over there in Tennessee, is your style you feel like it's real popular over there, or you stand out?
I feel like it's both. It's popular because I stand out. You know,
Yeah,
there's only a few other. I mean, that I can think of. I mean, you got Rivergate Mall. They've been there for years, and I've never met them or talked to them. But a lot of people don't go. They don't want to go all the way to Rivergate. So,
yeah,
you know, I'm over here in Antioch. I'll pull up on anybody and anywhere in the city. But yeah, I feel like my style stands out because they don't see it around here. You know, I've had people tell me like, I don't want it like that. I want it how you do it.
yeah.
So, you know, I
That's
try
how
to like
you get your
use that.
business like that,
Yeah.
your clientele.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because at
So,
first, man, I wanted to do like an exclusive thing. Like now, I'm starting to like gain more traction, but I wanted it to be more exclusive. Like if you knew, you knew.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Type deal. But now I'm opening up my mind to bigger avenues.
yeah. Because I think if that way you like limiting yourself on, on your
Exactly.
expansion.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Fact.
yeah. But now, man, yeah, you get known about it. Ed told me about you. A couple other people tell me about you. I think Spencer mentioned you. I can't
Yeah.
think of the other dude from on TikTok. He was on my podcast too. He mentioned you too. So a lot of people knowing about you. So that's a good thing when other
That's
artists
what's up. That
know
makes
about
me
their
feel
brand.
good. I
Yeah,
mean, I've known about a lot of people because of your podcast, man. That's how I started reaching out. I'm like, it's like he made this podcast for me. Because I'm just listening, trying to connect with those people, trying to learn from them, see what they do different or the same, you know.
yeah. That was
So I
kind of pretty much.
appreciate you for that. You know, I
That's
want to give
pretty
you your
much what makes.
flowers.
Yeah, I wanted to get people who aren't really known like in the magazines or the main people get
Yeah,
yeah, they get recognized because it's a lot of people. There's a lot of us out there, man, that don't have a platform to get known on.
facts,
Yeah.
facts.
So a lot of us know you for your memorial shirts. How fast can you get those done?
Not fast at all, man. Nah, I mean, that's the thing. Like with the memorial shirts, like the way that they want them done, I can't rush that. You know,
Yeah.
I gotta get it nice, man. But I would say, yeah, that's the main thing that people ask for is the memorial shirts. But I
Yeah.
definitely do need to work on my speed, man.
Yeah. Well, you know, they always tell us time is money. So it's
Yeah,
like I can do one in maybe 5-10 minutes.
man.
And it ain't sloppy either. I'm adding the birds and all that other stuff. So yeah, time is money.
Yeah. I say closer to 40 minutes to an hour for me, just because I'm a perfectionist, bro, and like
Oh man.
that's like a downfall for me too. Because like when I used to work at Mecca Brush, that was one of the biggest arguments we had. Is shout out to them, you know, it's no bad blood, but one of the biggest things we always had going is you got to speed it up, and I'm like, man, I can't, you know, lower my quality just for the speed, and he's like, man, but you got to speed it up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I understand though. I understand time is money for sure
Yeah.
when it comes to shirts.
It'll come to time. It'll come with time whenever you when you start getting it down packed more. So
Yeah.
because I think your style is like it is time consuming. It feels like it's time consuming because you gotta the way it looks clean. Like what white is that? Because you can use that white like on a green shirt and it be
Yeah,
like
it's wicked. It's that
a wicked
wicked
white.
white. Yeah,
Yeah,
I use wicked white and black, and then the rest is just Createx. I use some wicked colors, just depending on like what color it is. You know.
yeah. Because I think I saw a green one and you had white lettering on it. I'm like, man, it had to come forever to get that white to shine like that,
Yeah.
to stand out like that. You use a heat gun, a dryer, or what?
I had a heat gun and it went out on me. I need to go get a new one, but I just use a yeah. I ran through it, man,
That
and
man,
it
I
started
was
sparking on me. I was like,
yeah,
nah. So I just use a hair dryer really, and I think somebody had hit me up. I don't know if you know Airbrush Maine. I think he's in Louisiana, and he asked me the same thing. He's like, "How do you get the white so bright, like on your darker fabrics?" And
yeah,
so, like on black shirts, what I do is I prep them. I feel like that's why the white stands out. So what I'll do is I'll lay a base coat of purple, like a deep purple, and then I'll heat set it, and then I'll do another light coat of purple, heat set that, and then I go in with the white. So
man, that's new as hell. I ain't never heard no shit
you ain't
like that.
never heard? I heard of
Yeah.
that through the forums. Can Two, you ever heard of Can Two from San Antonio?
No,
Man, that was a big influence on me too. But that's what he would say. He would, you know, you could use navy blue, you could use purple, or you could use like a clear, like a matte top coat, and do the same process, and it pretty much just it makes the color pop out more.
see, I learned something new today. That's what this about for people to
Yeah,
learn something new.
hell yeah, yeah.
And then the two
That,
guys you mentioned, I don't know them about, so I need to look out for them. Or you can send me their links or something like that, so I can
yeah.
check.
I don't know if he still airbrushes. I think he tattoos now, but man, he was cold. Can Two from San Antonio, man. The way he used to put his designs together was just mind blowing for me. But I'd just be on there just snooping around, bro, on the forums and just seeing what I can learn, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's how we all do it. That's how we all start out.
Yeah.
We had we had WCA that we can go on, man. It was like just artists from everywhere and
Man, what was the one? It was like hip hop. No, what was it? I think it was Airbrush Assassin. He had one, right? A
yeah,
forum. That's
yeah,
the one I was on mainly. That's the one that I learned the most from. But I
yeah,
just never made an account with him or anything. Then it just disappeared.
yeah. Old Malcolm, he have a Air Skill Nation on Facebook.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't think it's a forum. Pretty much, it's like
Yeah.
people go in and post
I gotta
whatnot.
get back on Facebook, man.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people on there, man.
Back.
We got Airbrush Club, you got Airbrush Society. It's like a bunch of airbrush groups that everybody join in on.
Yeah, I used to see Airbrush Club. The
Yeah,
same thing. I just go on there trying to learn, man. Ask questions. I probably sound silly sometimes, but I'm gonna
man,
ask them questions, bro.
ain't no such thing as a silly question. Everybody learning.
Yeah,
We always
facts.
have to ask some questions. Some
Yeah.
people wait for other people to ask and sit back. Yeah. You ever thought about traveling with your skills, or where do you plan on going? You staying in Tennessee, or
Nah, I don't. I plan on taking this. I'd say nationwide and worldwide on the internet. But yeah, man, I definitely want to travel. I want to do more shows and just more collabs, maybe like guest spots or something. I I can't tell you exactly where I'd go to set up permanently
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I've been offered to go to Florida. I don't know about that though, because I got family here, I got kids, so I can't just up and leave.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
but I definitely want to take it to newer heights, man. I'm trying to take it to the top.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you paint alone or you have a helper?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, I paint alone. I'm trying to train a few of my friends and trying to get them like, yo, come do these events with me, man. But
Yeah, yeah.
they got to train first. They got to get down to fundamentals and everything like that.
Because you're gonna have your name attached to it. So
Yeah,
that's yeah,
exactly,
basically.
exactly.
Do you ever? You say you don't collab with a lot of people. You ever collab with no other artists over there in Tennessee?
As far as graffiti, yeah, but airbrushing, nah, man. I mean, my influences here were Brandon Donahue, and he went on to do more like fine art. You can
Yeah.
look him up. He's real good. And then my big bro, Old School, and he went on to do tattoos. So it's not like I could ever collab with them, but shout out to them because they got that fire going. But as far as like drawing and graffiti, yeah, I've collabed with artists over here. I'm actually right now at my boy's tattoo shop, SG Tattoo Studio, and there's a lot of talented artists here, man.
Yeah, yeah. I was supposed to come to Tennessee, but y'all got some shit going on over there. I'm trying to wait a little bit.
Yeah,
That's the same way with Florida. I don't want to go to Florida. They got a bunch of shit going on over
yeah,
there.
yeah. Recently too, I definitely don't want to go to Florida
Yeah,
now.
yeah. The it was a lot of artists transgender transferred into tattooing because I had a
Mhm.
that worked for me. He moved on to tattooing now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, I get asked every day, bro, and I get pressured every day to
yeah,
tattoo. Especially because the style, like they're like they want that, but in tattoo work. But what I'm thinking is like I'm about to turn 30, bro, and I've been airbrushing for 14 years, so I think I'm gonna take the next 5 to 10 years and try to learn how to tattoo. Still try to airbrush too, but just kind of put some time towards the ink and try to
yeah.
learn.
I think it has a learning curve, but if you got some homeboys that doing it, I know they're gonna put you down real quick.
Yeah, yeah, man. They're
Yeah,
the ones that be telling me, man, get on it. I'm like, man, I'm over here busy with the airbrush, but
yeah. I'm making money here.
yeah,
It's that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I want to deal with it, man. I've been asked too, but I'm like,
yeah,
nah.
like being all close to people and stuff like
Yeah, I'll breathe it out on them and blood and shit.
that.
Yeah, no, I'll be
It's
trying to skip that.
definitely a whole different ball game. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't just set up and tattoo anywhere.
no. Um, do you have any hobbies besides that brushing? You do anything else?
Music,
Oh yeah, you're rapping.
I like the whole lowrider scene, graffiti, if you want to call that. It's more of a hobby now,
Yeah,
than when I was younger. So yeah, man, it's just all art, bro. I really I don't watch sports, I don't gamble or anything like that. So pretty much everything is artwork for me.
yeah.
You know?
Um, is there a new skill that you would like to learn? Or something else? That's what we just talked about, the tattoos.
Yeah.
Would you like to collab with or meet? If you could say something to the next generation, what would it be?
Start early, fail early,
Yeah,
so you'll have more time, more experience, and stick to it. Even though it might make you want to yank your hair out sometimes, but whatever it is, stick through it, and it'll eventually pay off if your heart is in it. You know.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, it is a learning curve, and that's how you can weed people out. You know, people come in all the time. Oh, I want to learn how to do it. Do you teach? Like, okay, well,
Hmm.
you know, one time you can say buy the stuff and then see if they come back and they're serious. But the tedious working out with the dots, line, and daggers, like you was talking about.
There's no getting past that, man. Like you have
Yeah,
to go through that, bro.
yeah.
You
But
have
you
to.
you got to learn that trigger. Once you got the trigger down, you got it. But you have
Facts.
to go through the dot lines and daggers. Yeah.
Man, I'd
The
like to learn how to teach better. Like I want to pass on my skills, man. Because I mean, we all gonna die, bro. So I feel like I want to leave something, and
yeah,
help other people reach their goals. So if if I could teach them how to do anything, lettering, airbrushing, graffiti, music, you know, I try to be there. I try to guide them in the right direction, you know?
Yeah, because all of the airbrush classes that they used to have are gone now.
Yeah.
But I mean, like if in your area, or I used to try to do it in the summertime where all the kids are out. Yeah, have a couple of classes, have like 5 people come in and start with the
Yeah.
basics of learning how to tear the gun down and put it back together. Because you
Hmm.
don't know how to do that, you out of there.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to have to learn.
Yeah, because after that, that's it. I mean, you on your own after that.
Facts.
Hold on, I got another one. Um, what people understand about you the most? What underestimate?
Misunderstand. Underestimate or
Yeah,
misunderstand?
huh?
I said underestimate or
Yeah,
misunderstand.
underestimate. I ain't gonna say.
Underestimate. I think my will to like keep going. You know, to like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give up. If it's something I like and that I love and I want to give my time to, then I'm not giving up. You know, I think that's what a lot of people underestimate. You know,
yeah,
they think that the youngins ain't gonna come up and surpass them, man. But it ain't even about that. It's just more about like how you treat people. You know, I'm trying to make connections. I'm trying to have an impact in people's life.
yeah. The old gatekeeping of airbrushing is
Yeah,
over with. You
there's a
know.
few. That's why I say I give you your flowers because of what you're doing, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Not too many people will do that and put in the work and actually help out the community.
yeah. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate
Yeah.
it. I might need them soon because yeah, I'm getting old now. I'm ready to quit. I'm ready to quit myself.
Nah, man, you still look young, bro. I
Oh
feel like
man.
I look older than I am.
So hey, do you still have your YouTube channel? You mess with it anymore or no?
Yeah, it's there. I haven't uploaded in a minute, but it's just mostly like shorts,
Yeah.
like pretty much the same thing you see on Instagram. That's another thing. Like I'm trying to switch it up to where I have different content for different platforms.
Yeah.
I feel like we all, not everybody, but most of us will just put one thing in different platforms. It's like I want to do different content for different platforms, if that makes sense. So with YouTube, I want
Yeah.
to
That,
do like
that's
the tutorials and stuff.
yeah. That's time consuming though. That's a lot of content.
Yeah, it is, bro.
That's a lot of time.
It
Yeah.
is.
But do you do the live videos on TikTok or you just post the videos on TikTok?
I went live just like once, but I'm just posting on there. I'm trying to figure it out, man. I'm still learning myself, you know. Like I look at artists like Crave, you know, he goes dumb on there, you know, and
Yeah, and he don't have a shop. That's crazy.
I know, and Ken Johnson too, and I mean, there's a few on there that really get on there and just go crazy with the lives and stuff, man.
Yeah, you
So
got Magoo right here saying what's up. I don't know if you can see the
yeah,
messages.
yeah.
I try to post them up there.
What's up? What's up? What's good?
Oh, Magoo. You know Magoo?
Yeah, man. I don't know him personally, man.
That's
He's
a good
definitely a
dude right there,
he's
man.
definitely a big influence too. You know, when
Yeah.
I first started, I used to watch his videos and stalk his Facebook page and
Yeah. Yeah,
try
Magoo.
to try to learn, man. Try to learn. That's the biggest thing. Is like I'm trying to learn. You know.
Yeah. That's good, man. Yeah, it never ends. You learning the whole time, all the
Yeah.
time.
Nah. Facts. Yeah. Every day. That's what I'm saying. Like with your podcast, every time I listen to an episode, I try to take a little gem out of there, you know, whether it's airbrushing or life or business, whatever.
Yeah. Because everybody got it seems like all our stories are the same, but it's actually everybody got something different going on, and it's
Yeah.
a
Yeah,
good thing.
everybody's got their own perspective, you know. Everybody's got a different perspective too, so that's important.
Yeah, yeah. Do you do a lot of parties or anything like that?
I just started, man, like last year. I did, I don't even know how they found me, but I did a party for a big name country singer. I can't disclose his name, but one of the biggest country singers, and I don't know how they found me, but that was my first ever event. Imagine I'm in a multi-million-dollar home, bro, and this is
Oh,
my first event. And 12 hours, I did 12 hours there, man.
damn.
And then from there, it was just word of mouth. There, you know, I've only done a few events and parties.
Would you like to do hats or shirts more at parties? You think it's quicker?
I like to do shirts because I'm not that good at hats, but I like to do hats so that I can learn.
Yeah.
Like the last time I went to an event, there was another airbrush artist there that I had never met before. His name is Gabriel Garcia. He's pretty good too. And so there was a lot of items to do, and he just told me like, hey, you knock out the hats and I'll knock out the shirts. In my mind, I was like, no. But you know, it is what it is. So I got them done, man, and I'm like, hey, it's not that bad. You know, I could use a little practice, but they love them, so you know.
Hey, they go, like I said, we're our own worst critics. They probably look they just don't let, but I think that's one of the things now is hats are the easiest thing to try to just knock out real quick. Especially
Man, they love the hats. It's something about the hats that's magical, and that's why I want to like experiment more with it, so that I'm able to do better things. I mean, you got tats and caps. That dude's cold with the hats, man.
He's sick with it, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, so it's like I'm like, how you do that? How you get it so clean? And you know, I did another baseball hat like a couple days ago, and it's different, man. That material, I got to figure it out. You know.
Yeah.
The trucker hats is different, but those baseball hats, it's like real absorbent or something like that, you know.
The canvas one, like a regular cap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the LA one. That's what I did. I did a little LA one. I was just practicing with it.
Do you do baseball helmets or anything? Yeah, I don't have that.
I used to when I was at Mecca Brush. That's one of the main things we did was helmets, and I didn't know how to do them, bro. Like a couple of them, they returned. I don't like this, and like, all right, but whatever. You know, I still learned though. I still learned how to apply the paint, how to clear them. You know, I'm not the best. I seen your hats, you know.
Yeah.
But
I've been doing it for a while, man. It took me a while to get it too.
Yeah.
I still paint at I paint at 80 psi. What psi you paint at?
I'm spraying at 100, man. I know that's high, but that's what I spray. I spray at 100. I used to be more in the 80, like 75 to 80 range. I don't know, something about, you know who I got that from? Rich Hearn. Have you seen Rich Hearn or heard about him?
Yeah.
He's on YouTube. He's doing like the super fast airbrushing. I think it's like airbrushing at the fair or something like that.
Yeah, I think Richard Hernandez.
And he had said he's spraying at 100, so I'm like, let me try spraying at 100.
Man, that's blazing right there, boy.
Yeah, I gotta turn it down a little bit, probably for the overspray. But hey, I mean, it's pretty clean for it to be at 100. I'm like, I don't even know how I do it sometimes, bro.
Yeah, I reached out to Richard, try to get him on here. I think he got busy. I got to try to catch him again before it's the season come back around.
Man, have you seen those videos where he's just going like he's doing like an item per minute or like 2 minutes tops?
Erica B said, how long did it take him to understand airbrushing portraits? You do portraits?
Yeah, I do portrait work. That's actually the first thing I tried, and I was way in over my head, man. So I tried to do like a Pancho Villa for my dad. It came out decent, but you know, portraits was something I had to really sit down and really focus on. I didn't start doing them till about 2018.
Yeah,
that's when I did like my first portrait that I was like, all right, you know, I could stand behind that. But it took me about, I'd say 3-4 years to really get down.
Yeah. I won't do them. I don't like to do them.
You don't like to do them?
I draw cartoons, so
yeah,
it transfer over into me doing portraits. I'm giving black outline. I'm doing everything the same way I do characters. So I'm like, nah, I'm trying not to do them. I try to do 3 of them a day, man.
Man, see, that's the thing. Like, the one I struggle with is color portraits, though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, black and gray portraits, I could do them fairly easy, but those color portraits, man, they give me a headache sometimes, man. Just, I guess I'm not too much into the mixing and stuff, but I've done it before. It's not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
I rather do black and gray.
That's a question earlier. Do you do color mixing?
Color mixing, yeah. I mean, if it's shit like yesterday I didn't have green, man, and I didn't have time to go get none, so you know I got to mixing up the blue and yellow, but it worked out.
Yeah, that's all that matters right there.
Yeah.
I don't. And I see some of these guys, they portraits, man, like how the skin tone be. I'm like, man, I don't know how the hell they doing that.
That's what I'm trying to learn is those skin tones, man. Trying to get those skin tones down. I heard that Wicked or Creatix, I'm not sure, they have like a skin tone line or something like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I need to get me some of those, man. Maybe that'll help.
yeah. Because I know Erica was telling me about the liquid kicks. And no, Pete Oz was telling me. Do you do shoes a lot? Do you do a lot of shoes?
Man, Pete, man, he does portraits in like 1 to 2 hours, bro. I'm like, how, bro?
And
I
they be
can't do that.
good portraits too. I'm like,
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it takes me at least, bro, at least 5 hours. I ain't even gonna cap. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. 5 to 6 hours at least, bro, for me to get like a decent, you know.
Yeah.
But I know other people who do it faster, and respect to them.
Yeah, because I be trying to understand when people come into the shop. I want to get a portrait. I got a thing tonight. Like, dude, how long you think these things take to do? Shit, you think
Get
we
that
just
all the time,
paint?
man. You know how that goes.
Yeah, it ain't a name design, bro.
Yep.
What how do you have your easel? What kind of easel do you have? It's pretty much easy.
Man, it's I forgot what the name. It's on my TikTok. There's a video of me replying to Erica B about it. It's an easel that I got in high school, man. One of the teachers gave it to me, and I've had it since. And it's just one of those easels. It's like adjustable, so it'll go up and down,
Yeah.
And I just use cardboard, for the t-shirt boards. Put the t-shirt on there and just set up my easel. For hats, I have like a stand and like a little mannequin head, and I just throw the hat on there.
Yeah. So is it the same setup you take out on at the parties that you went to, or you just use all of it the same?
Yeah, it's pretty much that setup right there. That's another thing I got to work on is my mobile setup, like having everything ready to go.
Yeah, that's what I got. I want to do a video of my easels that I have because I got 2 mobile easels that I've been having for a while, and one of them I'll have to make a video of it. Rick Flex Flair Herrera said his Createx has a Tim Gore's bloodline skin tones.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now. I think that's the ones I saw. I think that's the ones I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, so you can't see the things on here.
Yeah, they're just
All
like super little letters, bro. Like.
Yeah, I was wondering if you've seen them. That's why I said when somebody say something, I try to tap it on there.
Yeah.
It said it's Anco, whatever that is. But
yeah, that's what it is. Anco built or something like that. They're super expensive, man. They're like $500-$600. But I got it from a teacher, that she just believed in me, and I guess they were throwing it out at the school, and I'm like, I'll take it.
Yeah, right.
Still have it, man.
Yeah. All right, man. I ain't gonna hold you up too much longer. I know you ready to get in, and it's late. I don't know. What time is it over there?
Yeah, no, it's 8:00. I mean, I ain't got nothing to do. You know.
Well, you got something
I got all
you
the
want to bring
boys
up?
over here at the shop. They're excited because I'm on the podcast. So.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. You want to bring up anything? Anything else you want to talk about?
Man, I just shout outs. You know what I'm saying? I may forget some names, but shout out to Easy. Me and him have became, I would say, closer in recent times. Shout out to my boy Vince, Airbrush by Vince. Shout out to Erica B. Shout out to Airbrush by Dupree. Shout out to Airbrush Maine, Third Eye Airbrush, Crayford Paint. Shout out to Maggie from Wet Paint Studios, Airbrush Brothers, Spray Crazy, and Rude Boys. If I forgot anybody, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And shout out to Ralph.
But yeah, I'm gonna look up some of those people that you mentioned. I'm gonna look them up, man. Some people I'm still working on my list of people to put on for this year. And this new way of, I don't know how many people want to be on live. I still don't want to be on live. I need a shave. I need a fucking haircut. I'm like, I gotta just do it anyway.
I didn't even get a cut myself, man. I was tripping out on that, but I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I think you should get like a Creamy Studio. I think I told you before, Creamy Studios, and there's another guy named RBK. They have like a different style, a different approach that's not like traditional airbrushing. So I think that's cool, man. I think that's real cool.
Yeah, people probably want to hear or see something like that.
Yeah, Creamy Studios, he does more like you gotta check him out, man. I'll send you some links, bro.
Yeah. Send me some links to these people so I can check them out.
For sure, man. And, hey, shout out to Dale too, man. I don't know Dale, but hey, he's got it going on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, the one that do the live videos all the time.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
all over YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So every time I look up airbrushing on YouTube, you're gonna see Dale. You're gonna see
yeah.
him on TikTok. You know. But yeah, man, that's about it. Shout out to the pioneers. You know, like OG Abel, Corey St. Clair. Well, for me, you know,
Yeah,
Terry
yeah, yeah.
Hill. You know, all those people, man, that I got my influence from. You
I
know, I
supposed
used
to
to,
have Alan Pastor Rain Pastor.
yeah, yeah,
He's,
yeah.
he's
He's
supposed to have been
cold
on
too.
like last month. He keep switching. He keep
Yeah.
changing my dates on me. His birthday today, so I ain't gonna bother him today, but I'm gonna probably get on him next week about trying to get on.
Shout out Ken Johnson, man. I look up to him with the lettering, bro.
Yeah, his letter's clean.
Clean, clean,
I
man.
talked to him too about getting on.
Yeah, you should definitely have him on. I'll tune in. I've listened to almost all of your episodes. I can't say all of them. It's probably like 2 or 3 I haven't listened to, but man, that really helped me out and helped me connect with people too, bro.
Yeah, that's a good. That's what it's all about. That's what
Yep.
it's all about. Because we started for COVID, trying to like help everybody, like
Yeah. I didn't hear about it till about like a year after that, I would say. I went through and just binge listened to everything, man. As I was airbrushing, I'm just listening, bro. Just trying to pick up on things here and there, you know?
That's good, man. That's good to hear, man. I'm glad people are liking it and listening to it. Like I
Yeah.
ain't just doing it for nothing. It's for a reason.
Nah, trust me, it ain't for nothing, man. You doing God's work, man. Bringing us all together, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. I got my wife looking in here. I know she's ready for me to go eat. All right, I'll catch up
Yeah,
with
I
you. Appreciate
appreciate
it,
you,
man.
Ralph.
All right, I'll send you a link and all that stuff once we're
All
done.
right,
But it's
bro.
live, so you'll be able to find it.
All right, man. Thank you, man.
All right, thank
Appreciate
you
you.
for
Have
being
a
on.
good one, bro.
You too. Have a good one.
Peace.